Hey there and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the functional trainer Single Arm Arnold Press. This is a great way to vary up your shoulder training. With this exercise, you're going to be working same muscles but different areas. So the first thing you're going to do is set up your cable all the way down to, I would say, around your hip height. That way you get a good stretch at the bottom. Then you want to put your rotation arm at a 1. That way you're inside the machine, not in the middle of the gym floor. Then you want to make sure you choose the appropriate weight. Start off light and then slowly start to increase the weight every other week or so. Once you do that, you want to make sure that you're standing right next to the cable and that you're going all the way down and all the way up. Also, make sure that you're standing around shoulder width apart with your hips in, your glutes tight, and your abs tight, and then you're also looking forward. Those things are very crucial when it comes to doing this exercise correctly, and then obviously rotate the grip as you're going up and down. Before we continue, here's a word from today's video sponsor.
I'm today's video sponsor, and if you'd like help losing fat or gaining muscle, there are a few ways I can help you down below. Either set up a free consultation with us, purchase through one of our free affiliate links, or purchase one of our instant access affordable training programs. Can't wait to be of service to you. Now let's get back to the rest of the video.
Now let's get into more detail here. You want to be standing around shoulder width apart. That's going to give you the best stability. Also, you want to make sure that your hips are in and that your abs are tight, because as you start going heavier and heavier, what most people do is they start to excessively arch their lower back, and they make it very difficult to do this exercise safely. And then, they got around 6 months in them before they get injured, then they have to start all over again. So with shoulder presses, you want to make sure that you're doing them in a slow and controlled fashion also, because a lot of people tend to hurt their rotator cuff or tear their rotator cuff and make it very difficult to do any overhead presses in your latter years, I would say after 50, because they do too much crazy stuff, or too much their form's not good when they're younger. So you obviously want to avoid that. Next thing you want to do is make sure that you're looking forward, because what I find too when it comes to shoulder presses, people start to look up, and we want to avoid that, because then that's just going to place unnecessary stress on your neck and make it difficult for you to train for a longer period of time. Now, another key thing I want to talk about is elbow position. So notice that my elbow position as I'm going up and down is changing, and that's fine. You want to keep your elbows tucked in when you're supinated, and then kind of flare it out when you're at the top. So basically you're pronated at the top. So basically when you're going down, palms face you. When you're going up, palms face away from you. And you want to be doing this in a slow and controlled fashion, like I said. That way we can avoid getting injured. And another key thing you want to do is make sure that the cable stays at the same angle as your forearm. So basically you don't want to go too far down, because then it's going to change that angle, and you also don't want to lean to one side, because then that'll do the same thing. So here's some common mistakes. We don't want to do this. We don't want to lean to one side. We're pressing more laterally, which is not what we want. Also, we want to avoid doing half reps at the bottom of the range of motion as well as at the top of the range of motion. You want to go all the way down right underneath the chin and then all the way up. And you want to think about bringing your biceps by your ears. Also make sure, like I said, that you keep your chin tucked and that you're looking forward. And then lastly, we don't want to be using momentum and doing like a push press variation.